everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, but I have something different today. Well, it's not really different. I've done this before. It's kind of like my spiritual journey reading, but this is a pick a card version and a mini version of it. So this is how we're going to do it today. We're going to pick either 157 if you are into numerology. You can pick your destiny, your soul number, or your life path number, or if you just have a favorite number, or you pick the image that resonates. So this is number 1, 5, and 7, or the sacred geometry image, number 2, 4, 8, or this sacred geometry image, and number 3, 6, 9, or this sacred geometry image. So you take your pick, whatever you were drawn to the most. I'd say go with your intuition. I usually do the numerology stuff, but I'm feeling guided for you to pick the image that you resonated with. So if you want to rewind it back and go back to that, that's fine with me. And I suggest taking a deep breath, 3 deep breaths. And if you want to pause it and take a sip of water to help the energy come through. And I ask for messages of your highest good to come through, messages from your highest self, from your spirit guides, all messages of love and truth to come through. Okay, so we're going to start with 157. And so if you picked 157, this was your card, and this is about balance. Okay? And then we got Simi, Mayan astrology. And then we've got Lady Nada, one of your ascended masters. Not to be confused with Lady Gaga. This is Lady Nada. And we've got Chrysocolla, silence, number 3. And black tourmaline, protection. Okay, so the song for you is Peter Gabriel, In Your Eyes. And once, I've said it before, whenever I hear In Your Eyes, I always think of clairvoyance, the third eye. I'm also seeing unicorns for some reason, if that resonates with you. But so the unicorn, when I see the unicorn horn, that represents your kaleidoscope, your third eye. So as you begin to awaken, you begin to notice the unicorn energy around, which is that third eye energy. Seeing spots, flickers of light, shadows on the corner of your eyes, lights behind you, on the side of you, or maybe almost seeing people walk beside you, but nobody's there. That's the clairvoyance aspect. Meditating with your eyes closed and seeing colors and vibrations and patterns, that is also part of your third eye awakening. Okay, so we're going to start with balance. Peter Gabriel, in your eyes, the light, the heat. Your eyes, I am complete. Your eyes, see the doorway. 1,000 churches, your eyes. Okay, so, and I had a place marker, and it was empathy. So we're working on empathy. As a 1, 5, and 7, we have a tendency to be have less empathy towards people, because we feel that everybody should have the strength to be able to do, and get off their ass and do stuff. So we tend to lose the empathy as our heart closes. So we want to keep our heart open and get the empathy, hone the empathy. So balance. The energy of balance helps you recognize yourself. If you are true to your feelings, if you recognize your own truth, nothing will be able to disturb your balance. Yes. So that is also, I'm seeing the empath, not letting other people's energy affect your energy as well. So that makes sense to me. I'm going to leave this here for now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take it out and I'm going to keep it with your cards here. Okay? We're going to move on to Simi. And I'm going to be working with my oracle books on this one. So a lot of these are the messages that are in the book. And they resonate with me as truth. So when I read them, it really resonates. So Simi, it almost looks like Seiheki, which is a, sorry if the table is a little shaky, nothing I can do about it. So what Simi to me is like Seiheki in Reiki, which is the emotional symbol, emotional healing symbol. And it's, if you notice, it's one eye and it's closed. And it's almost not being able to see. You know, you have this intuition, but you're not seeing what you're supposed to be seeing. And I'm reminded, once again, I quote this all the time, the RZA, when he says, some things aren't visible until you're truly ready to see them. That is what I'm seeing here. You need to be ready for it. You need to be balanced in mind, body, spirit, and you need to be not afraid. So we're going to read from Simi, and Simi represents, you know, it's death. It really is. It is the death of old ways. The shadow wisdom is the need to be in control. And that's interesting that, you know, if you're a 157, you are control freaks in a way. You know, you want everything to be done your way. So this is asking you to let go of that control. Surrender, you know. Listen to the parts of you that are wanting to die already, that are, you know, that are no longer useful in your life. It's time to kill those things off. And I'm not talking about people, but I'm talking about our own destructive patterns. Okay? And I feel really weird talking to the camera because I don't ever do a face-to-face camera thing. Rarely. And its number is 6, which is also balance in numerology. So balance, 66 right here. Very cool. You know, it's also the fear of death. It's depression, struggle, and resistance is the shadow wisdom. It's falling into this depression when you feel that you can't control things. It's almost frustrating. It's like you feel like life is out of control. Okay? And it's interesting, is, you know, 7 is about faith and having faith in things, in people and situations. And so Lady Nada is the twin flame of Jesus' higher self. Sananda, she is the master of the 7th array of ritual magic. Ceremonies that call in mighty forces are important. So you are reminded to bring people together to raise great light. A priestess in the Temple of Love in Atlantis, Lady Nada is bringing back ancient healing methods, helping the development of the intuition, telepathy, and wisdom, and acting for justice. Your guidance is to trust your spiritual and psychic abilities and use them to help those in need. So yes, faith, having faith in your abilities. 157s, they struggle with that. They usually go to a lot of outside help sometimes. And it's interesting because they want to be in control of everything. So you would think that that would be something that they would, you know, be skeptical of unless it's coming from them. But, you know, I accept and practice my healing, spiritual, and psychic gifts. So that is the message for you, 9, which is the completion of a cycle, which is telling me that this 1111 gateway that's coming up on the 11th is going to be huge for you. So we want to really focus on what we want. What do we want to release? What do we want to let go of? And what do we want to bring into our life right now? So, Lady Nada. And then we've got silence. Chrysocolla. This is an interesting one. Immediately when I think of it, it's meditation. So going within to find your own answers. You know, going to outside sources is great if it's validating your own spiritual work. You know what I mean? So the synchronicities of, you know, when I meditate, I get my answers. And sometimes I'll watch, a fellow reader or something, and they'll say the same thing that I had already got through my meditation. So, it's imperative to follow your own guidance first. Okay? So chrysocolla is a beautiful stone. It reminds me of water. It's a very intuitive stone. It's a very healing stone. Water is very healing. So we're going to go with chrysocolla. Oh, wrong book. Chrysocolla. Okay, so. It's interesting. So chrysocolla is a direct contact stone for Archangel Mary and Ascended Lady Nada. No coincidence, okay? Lady Nada is twin flames Jesus. Jesus is twin flame. So it's the divine feminine. It's tapping into your divine man. So we would say Jesus is the divine masculine and Lady Nada is the divine feminine. Tapping into your feminine aspect. The 157 is very masculine. It's very masculine energy. It's very left brain. It's very logic. So we want to not overthink everything and go with our intuition. If our intuition tells us something, don't try to validate it in any other way. Listen to your intuition. Okay, so silence is golden. The chrysocolla made her way into your life today. Her presence usually relates to the recognition to your feminine side and her pathways of growth. It is possible that you have developed a dependence on the masculine methods of living, and it's time to step back into yourself, trust and feel that which really resides in you. Release your attempts to control and change the external world. The goddess is on your doorstep. Will take her hand. Will you take her hand? Real change is that which leads to discovery of the inner self, divine inner self. Sit a while and recognize your greatest achievements is not in the world. It is what you sacrifice to be in the world at birth. Chrysocolla time is a time of inner truth that, if embraced, will lead to inner peace and the birth of a new divine life for all of us. Battles are best fought within self if anyone is ever to be victorious and the world return to peace. So yes, silence, go inward. And it says exactly what this is saying. So this is talking about control. The placemat on this one was the apple, which is, the apple of knowledge and intuition and wisdom. So, yeah, this is a great synchronicity. We're talking about balancing the both hemispheres of the brain, mind, body, spirit, but also your left and right brain. Not too much on one side. Right now it's like all masculine energy, fear, lack, mentality. Trying to put these synchronicities, trying to rationalize them, and there is no rationalizing. What is magic, and sometimes magic cannot be explained. So when you get some sort of intuitive hit, don't try to rationalize it. Just let it be. Let it sit with you. Sit in silence with it. Okay, moving on to protection, the final card here. And yeah, it's very interesting. Intuition, twin flame journey in your eyes. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Okay, so we're going to move to black tourmaline. And the owl is the placemat for this one. And we all know the owl is all wise. It is the 9. It is, Lady Nada was the 9. This is 9 as well. And, that's intuition. It's trusting your intuition. And it's, so black tourmaline, it brings light to the shadow as it illuminates and awakens the wisdom of the void. That is twice that I've heard the void, 3 times. This is the 3rd time that that's come to me about the void. I heard it 2 times today. So that makes sense. And that goes with silence. Bringing things from the void into the light. So, and this is talking about protection. The strongest form of protection is love, love. And when we're doing these, when we're tapping into our intuition, we want to make sure that the messages that come through are only of love and truth. So this is asking you to protect your energetic space. this empathy, that the empath stuff, you get to the point where you can, because sometimes when we're so overwhelmed by people's energies. I know when I first started this journey, I could not be around people at all. I could not go in big crowds. I almost had panic attacks, anxiety. But you learn to, I'm not going to say, well, protect your energy, but also learn that connect to your higher self, and then it doesn't affect you anymore, because it's kind of like you're up here and you're driving the little avatar, and the little avatar is just going through, and it's not affected by any of this stuff, because the higher self is guiding. So when you have that, knowing that you're protected and guided at all times, it doesn't affect you. So, unhealthy relationships, it's letting go of unhealthy relationships, and protection from your own harsh judgments and self. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So that is this card. It's asking for you to balance yourself, trust your intuition, start connecting to the right side of your brain. So I suggest doing right side activities, creating arts and crafts, painting, drawing, creating music, getting into music. Practice your healing stuff with cards and oracle cards and tarot cards. But I highly suggest not reading the description, but just going with your intuition and what you see in the image, and let your right side of the brain work. And then after that has worked, then you can move on to the left side of the brain and protect your energy in the process. Okay? So, yes, that is it for you, 157. I hope that resonated for you. Moving on. Okay. Now we're moving on to 248. This was your card. Abundance. Okay. And we've got, Mulak. Oh, that's beautiful. It's almost an ascension up through a gateway. Mulak. Serapis Bay. Oh, interesting. That reminds me of this card. It's like coming out of the pyramids almost. Serapis Bay talks about the pyramids. Equality and love. Number 7, truth. Being truthful, being honest, and emotional healing. Okay, and let's see what your song is. Major Lazer, Get Free. That song is almost a feeling of trapped. We could never be free. I just want to be free. I just want to be free. And that feeling that, we can never be free. We're trapped here. We have to get out of that. That is a limited belief system. Okay? So, abundance. Here we go. So Mulak. We're going to read abundance first. And denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with insight and awareness. So denying something. Denying your gifts. Denying other people. Denying friendships. Denying relationships. Denial. Okay, I see where that's going to fit in here. Abundance. Everything we need in our lives is here on earth and has been created for us in abundance. Most of us are afraid to accept this. Fear, prejudice, and lack of confidence, denial, keep us from seeing and experiencing this. The energy of abundance helps you recognize that you already have everything you need to fulfill your dreams and live your life with passion, no matter how ambitious you are. Interesting. Okay. Now we're going to move to a Mulak. Like I said, I'm seeing this. And it is definitely like a stairway, almost like the stairway to heaven. But it's, we see this eclipse. So I have a feeling that the eclipse has something to do with your awakening. I have a feeling that this happened in August of last year. A lot of people had an awakening around the last eclipse, and it had a lot to do with Egyptian energy, Ra, Thoth, So it's interesting that Serapis Bay came through with that as well. Serapis Bay is all about that. The keeper of white ascension flame at Atlantis. So let's go to Moloch first, and then we'll get to Serapis Bay. So, hidden talents. You have hidden talents that you're not sharing. And I'm seeing a songbird here. Because it says night song. Okay. So, this talks about, the number is 9, which is the completion of a cycle. The shadow wisdom is, self-forgetting why you're here. Negative self-talk, self-deprecation, almost self-deprecating humor, making jokes about yourself. Lacking awareness of signs offered by cosmic communication and hiding the fullness of your light. So denying the signs that you're getting. And the shadow transformation is to take off the veil of forgetfulness. Become the beacon of awakened awareness. As you open to self-remembrance, you will freely receive divine guidance. Be with others who support your fullest expression. So be around people who support your awakening, your gift, because abundance is all around you. Okay, so, and there was another thing that I wanted to read here that I read earlier. Note eternal proddings, dream colors, smells, and music that give you strong feelings. So it's about following the signs that are all around you, being aware of them. Look up. Look up. Get off your phone for a minute and look up. Because there's signs and synchronicities everywhere. You just have to be aware. And technology is very manipulative. So nature is always true. Okay, so we're going to move on to Serapis Bay. And Serapis Bay was keeper of the white ascension flame in Atlantis and is now Chohan of the fourth ray of harmony. He is known as the Egyptian because he worked with Archangel Metatron to suffuse the Great Pyramid with cosmic wisdom energy at the time of its construction. In drawing this card, you are invited to stand within the white flame and feel its influence. Connect with Serapis Bay and draw his energies of wisdom, cooperation, and dedication to you. He is the only master to work with, the seraphim, and they will shower you with blessings as you tune into this ascension card. And the affirmation is, I walk with Serapis Bay. And you can Google Serapis Bay and get more information. If you have Doreen Virtue's Ascended Masters book, which I know is out of print now, you can find the information online. There's a good description about who Serapis Bay is. But it's also number 6, which is about balance, mind, body, spirit, left and right hemisphere, and about family and nurturing others and yourself. So that goes good. That rolls right into Morganite, which is equality. 6, 7. So we're ascending up, just like I see in this one, ascension. So 2, 4, 8. That energy. If you have any of these in your chart, those numbers in your chart, you are ascending. Or if you just picked this card, you are ascending. So let's get to Morganite. And Morganite, I don't know if you know Morganite, but it's a very light pink stone, very strong stone. And it's all about self-love, cosmic heart love, that one unity. That is the higher crown chakra love. That is loving everybody. Okay, so we're going to do Morganite. And has the witch as the placeholder. So using those, your magic. So let's see here. So this is talking about expressing and listening from your heart. There was something else that came through, and I'm trying to remember. Listening with your heart. Not judging others' journeys. What's the word? It's going to come to me. But not giving people a chance because you don't feel like they're on your similar wavelength or frequency. Discrediting others in a way as well. judgment, judging. It's asking you to not. That is not of a cosmic heart. Once we judge others' journey, no. Okay, so relationship is the key word here. Be sure that you are expressing and listening from the heart. Whenever we make the commitment to enter a relationship, regardless of whether it is personal, business, or even the choosing of our own parents, it is easy to forget in the physical life how powerful and important it is. We are selecting our teachers. These people and mutual experiences have been chosen by you to sculpt and help you become everything you have decided to be in this world. Make sure that you really see relationship Make sure that you really see relationship is not isolated to a person-to-person type of relationship. An artist has a relationship with their brush, gardener to their plants, healer to their role in service. The message of Morganite is one we all need on some level. Take her hand and grow. So it's about equality and love, seeing everybody as equal. That is once we are connected through the crown, everybody is our equal. Nobody is better. Nobody, just because you are maybe, even this reading, I'm calling it the spiritually evolved. Not because you're better than anybody, but because you understand more of these concepts than somebody who, let's say, is just starting this journey. So, and that doesn't make you any better than anybody or make me any better than anybody. It just means that we're just a little more aware, but we're still equal. They're right there. They'll get there. So they are just another reflection of ourselves. It's a great stone. I highly recommend it. It brings about harmony and peace, oneness. It's a great higher heart chakra stone. I call it the cosmic heart. I'm not the only one that calls it that, but a lot of people do. A lot of healers do. Okay. So I'm actually, I almost want to read what this denial card says, because, denial is not just a river in Egypt. And Egypt is popping through a lot in this reading. So you've definitely had past lives in Egypt. And so before I get to emotional healing, I want to read denial for you. It's time to open up and be completely honest with yourself at this present moment. Buried fears and resentments do not die. They merely fester and cause disease. Only by bringing them to the surface and examining them in the light of day with love and compassion will you banish them from your life. Morganite. I highly recommend working with Morganite to do this. It may bring you pain and heartache to reflect upon these situations again, but you are only giving them power by suppressing them. The dangerous seeds of denial will grow and spread and manifest unless you uproot them, examine them, and release them. This is the only way to become whole and healthy. Learn not to bury painful emotions in the first place. Deal with them as they come and take all the time you need to neutralize them without hiding them. Your soul wants to live honestly and authentically in the now. Don't hinder it by placing emotional landmines on its path. Okay, emotional landmines. Very great that came through as well. This is a very synchronistic, very flowing like the river in Egypt reading, because it just flowed right into emotional healing, emotional landmines. This is it right here. So I highly recommend Morganite to help with any emotional healing that you may need. So let's get to, it's called the Awakening Crystal. And werewolf. Interesting that popped up. Full moon energy. Transformation, shape-shifting. Really, this is really tapping into that Egyptian energy of shape-shifting. Okay, so I usually don't read this side of the book, but I was guided to, because there was something here that really, it was talking about triggers. And this is what emotional healing is about, is, these triggers that people trigger us, which it stunts our growth process. So the Awakening Crystal is great for those who have embarked on the journey of loving and accepting the shadow side of their psyche, because it holds a safe, powerful space to look deep within your hidden chambers. The Egyptians had a lot of hidden chambers. It also creates awareness. So let me just stop for a second there of the hidden chambers aspect. You are like this Egyptian pyramid, right? It's like the Merkaba. You're an upside down pyramid and there's hidden chambers and all those pyramids. And these are all your hidden aspects of your psyche that we can navigate through. You just got to chip away. You got to chip away at the wall and illuminate the darkness with light when you reach those chambers. And you find all sorts of hidden treasures. Okay, so it also creates awareness about why and how people trigger you. You would not see something in someone else unless you had it within yourself. Understanding this, if someone pushes your buttons or triggers something emotionally within you, you will realize they are giving you the opportunity to see this trait in yourself, a trait that has been unloved or forgotten. The awakening crystal holds sacred space for the deep opening of the mind and heart, assisting in dissolving the emotional trigger, allowing you to see how the emotion was created. In this process, you're able to stop projecting onto others and take back your personal power and responsibility, freeing yourself from your emotional chains. Yes. So it is, when people trigger you, and this is popping up at a time when politics are really triggering people right now. People don't realize that these politics were created to pit people against each other. And it's a hard thing to realize sometimes, But once we connect that crown chakra, that's when the realization, and you feel it and you understand. That is why the crown chakra is, the affirmation is, I understand. Because it's understanding things that you didn't understand before. So this is also asking you to be gentle with yourself. Stop judging yourself so harshly. Stop denying yourself these gifts that you have. Stop denying yourself the abundance, the hidden treasures within you. There's treasures everywhere. Hidden for you. It's almost like a video game where you're walking around and you just hit a box and the treasure pops up. These hidden treasures everywhere. So, and it also talks about addictive behaviors that may be surfacing through this process, shining light on our addictive behaviors. This could be drinking, alcohol, this could be drugs, this could be social media, this could be sugar, this could be coffee, this could be anything that is not of moderation. Yeah. So, and it's also asking you to bring to the surface suppressed and trapped memories. So, like the Egyptian pyramid, bring these things to the light. Allow your heart to open as deeply as possible. And let the tears flow as you embrace this opportunity of a transformation and healing in your life. So transformation, the werewolf card that was the placeholder, they're transforming their shadow side. You get to, experience and witness it. We have to let it out. We cannot just, suppress these things as much as we are taught to suppress them. As long as you're not harming anybody else. And self-acceptance. Love yourself. Know that you are gaining more of a balance emotionally in your life. This is you. Give yourself a huge pat on the back and know that you are growing in love, wisdom, and strength each day. Yes, indeed. Okay, and I'm going to, real quick, I want to see these lyrics real quick for Major Lazer. And it's interesting because... So the song is Major Lazer, but they used to say that there was this huge laser on top of the Egyptian pyramids. Give me a second. Never got love from a government, man. Heading downstream till they leave, the levee gives in. So yeah, it's even talking, like I was just talking about this politics and stuff, And when we awaken... I don't really like to talk about my experience in the awakening because I don't like to subconsciously affect somebody else's awakening. So, but one day I will, and I will have a disclaimer on it that not to watch it unless you've actually gone through the awakening process, because I don't want to like I said, put subconscious things in somebody's head so when they awaken they experience, whatever. But you realize a lot of the control that is going on in the world. And it takes a lot of work to free yourself from the control. That's all I will say on this, but you're getting there. If you're not already there, you're getting there. And abundance is here. Walk with Serapis Bay. Look at everybody as if they are a part of you. Love them as you love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, you don't love people. You judge them because you judge yourself, right? And you're in denial about that. You might say, oh, I love everybody. I'm all loving. I'm all caring. No. No. No more denial. Denial is not just a river in Egypt. Okay, so that's that reading. I highly suggest Morganite for you guys for some self-love. And I don't know what this awakening crystal is, but it's the master teacher card. And this, 248 has 11 and 22 in there, which are the master numbers in numerology. So if that was you, this reading was for you. Okay, moving on to number 3, 6, and 9. I'm going to have a sip of water first. Okay. 3, 6, 9. Or if you picked this reminds me of a radio speaker, a sound system. I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with the band 311, but there's one of the albums is called Sound System, and that looks like Sound System to me. But it's very interesting. I was just talking about Merkabahs in the 248 reading, and there's like all these little Merkabahs everywhere, and it's 4. So intuition is what this one is about. Okay, next we have Orion, 18. Nice. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Etsnab. Oh, that's a fancy card. The Silver Lining. I'm getting that John Mayer song, Heart of Life. When your friends defend the silver lining. Interesting. Okay. I just wanna dream. Music. Music, yes. I immediately got music before I even started doing this. Oh, 311 has I think they have an album called Music. So, 311. Imperial Topaz. Number 6. Interesting, guys. I just wanna dream. Okay, let's see what your song is. Take on Me, but it's the Kygo remix, which is very reggae influence. Very reggae influence, kind of like the 311. I'm going to look up these lyrics real quick for, even though I know, Take on Me. I'll be coming for your love. Okay? Take on me, take on me, take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. So needless to say, I'm odds and ends, but I'll be stumbling away. Slowly learning that life is okay. Say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Okay, so immediately I'm at odds and ends. These are the odds in numerology, 3, 6, 9. So we're going to start with intuition. Highly recommend pausing and meditating on these or doing a screen grab to really open up your intuition. Listen to it. And because I'm getting music, I'm getting that a lot of messages are coming through in music. Interesting. So it's almost like this reading is for me. So here we go. Oh yeah, so we're doing intuition and the card. Oh, patience. So this is the message as well. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So something that's got to do with this is requiring patience. And you need to be patient as well with people and your manifestations. Okay. So intuition. The energy of intuition helps you transform your deepest emotions and insecurities into power and self-confidence. I love this. It's beautiful. beautiful. It's beautiful. 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 Take on me. Interesting. Okay. So we're going to move to Orion, which is 18, which is 9, which is the completion of a cycle. You know, we got 3, 6, 9 here. It is the humanitarian. It's full of wisdom. It is the owl to me. To me, it is the owl. The great master of Orion invites you, here, let you, if you want to pause and read it yourself, you can. The great masters of Orion invite you to visit Orion in meditation or sleep to receive a download of cosmic wisdom. This is an honor, so prepare yourself with intention during the day by showering, lighting a candle, playing sacred music, or walking in nature. Then you will receive much spiritual light. This is beautiful. Orion is the soul star chakra of this universe. You may find it helpful to ask Archangel Mariel to light up your personal soul star chakra, which is above your head, to facilitate your connection. So it's right. So we have, you know, the crown. This is right above the crown, the soul star. I honor the master. The affirmation is, I honor the masters of Orion and visit them in my sleep. This is beautiful. And so sacred music. For this, I suggest maybe music that doesn't have lyrics. May I suggest, I'm getting, you know, like Beethoven or Mozart as very good for your crown chakra. That's what I'm getting with this. Okay, so Orion, if you have a connection with Orion, or if you know somebody named Orion. Okay, Itsnab. Let's get to Itsnab. Hold on a second. Okay. Itsnab. Oh, and Black Cat. Fortune meets opportunity. So I always see them as very intuitive as well. So we got a lot of intuition here. Boom, booyah. Okay, so the number for, no way, Itsnab is 18 as well. That is an amazing synchronicity. That happened as well with the first reading, I think, or might have been the second reading. I'm not sure, but the cards were all the same number. It was crazy. So this is a beautiful synchronicity. 18, which is 9, which is the completion of a cycle, which is 99, which is I'm almost there. I'm almost 100% there, is what I'm getting. Okay, so this is about, Itsnab is about, see how it's like got like a very reflective energy? It's a mirror. Looking at the mirrors, you know, your reflections of yourself. So this is about judgment, self-doubt, separation, thinking illusion has power over your ability to change your experience. And the shadow transformation is to look at the mirror provided by other people and life situations as gifts. So yes, look at other people as mirrors to you and how you don't want to be or how you do want to be. You know, we attract those mirrors because they are teaching us something. So we want to learn from everybody. So wield the sword of truth in your life to release and forgive and face your shadow. Yeah, there was another thing that I was, let me see here. And this is, you know, the knife. Itsnab is knife in Mayan. So it's about severing things that are no longer useful to you. You know, we don't have to see things anymore. We control what we see and what we don't see. So it's about being caught in the maze of your own mind in a way. So feeling that you don't have control to change things, feeling that, you know, and this is saying you do have control. You do have the ability to change your circumstances and your reality. And, you know, everything is a mirror and a reflection of you. Be patient with them. Be patient with everybody that is triggering you. Okay. Okay, so we're going to move on to spirit quartz, which is music. Okay. And spirit quartz. I love it. The lamp, remembrance. So shining a light on the dark aspects, the shadow aspects, bringing them to the surface. Nothing can be hidden when the light is shining on something. You can't hide stuff. Okay, so this song sings, it's a song of love. I have a feeling there's lots of music that resonates with you. It's almost as if it was written for you. It's almost as if time is not linear. So if you heard a song from like the 50s that's resonating now, it's like time is not linear. Everything just is now. So that was possibly written for you. You know what I mean? In that sense of how we pull messages from the universe, and if everybody is a part of us, we wrote these songs for a part of us, and you know, it's a part of us is a part of you. So music is a very important aspect of your healing in life at present. Music is one of the most powerful healing vibrations within the universe. It transcends the mind and penetrates deeply into the heart. It transcends time and space, people. Bringing all types of people together in this creative expression of love. It is love. Music is love. It is time to invite more music into your life. Dance and allow the music to fill every single cell of your being with joy and happiness. Open and receive as the musical crystals play their healing sounds and songs, and feel yourself awakening to new depths. Feel the harmonic tones soothing your soul, gently guiding you back to the rhythm of your own heartbeat. Listen, play, sing, and work with music in all areas of your life, and allow it to activate, heal, and inspire you. Feel it open new doorways within you, allowing you to express yourself. If you've been thinking about pursuing a music career, this card has shown up today to share with you that it is the perfect path for you to embark on. Music. If you're not already in music right now, this is asking you to get into music. Music heals. It's, you know, I highly recommend binaural beats, chakra music. Train just went by, so it's saying, yes, toot toot. Listen to me. Get on this soul train. Okay. Don't know where that came from. Okay, so we're moving on to Imperial Topaz, which is 6 as well, which is about balance, nurture, family. It's confident manifestation, and this is having the confidence in your manifestation abilities. So we're gonna get to Imperial Topaz, and this is the love and legacy of our DNA ancestors. So love, music, it's all in our DNA. It heals our DNA on a cellular level. So, and so does sacred geometry. It's all love, it's all vibration, it's all music, it's all rhythm. It's rhythm. You were born into the rhythm. Laminated by the sound. Okay, so This card is also about yes. So if you have been thinking about something and you've been wondering if it was a yes or a no, this is yes. Yes, whatever it is you're thinking of, yes. So it's a positive sign. If you're looking for a yes or no answer, Topaz is the most powerful yes energies. It is the solar plexus. So it is your willpower to succeed. It is energy. It is light. And it's also about the digestive system as well. Create, manifest, and most importantly, feel as the emotions are key to Topaz energy and work. So manifestation requires feeling that it's already happened. It is already here. It's already done. So when we hope, that's fear that it won't happen, right? So we got to believe that it's already happened. It's already here. So it also asks, it presents itself when it's asking you to lead or guide people or friends back to their personal power, or for you to embrace your own. Maybe you forgot about your own personal power. You forgot just how amazing you are, how intuitive you are. I mean, we've got intuition. There's 4 cards that are talking about 5 cards that are talking about intuition, and 5 is freedom. So, you know, you confidently create your own world. It is time. So 1111 gateway is the manifestation time. It is the gateway sorry, these bangs really gotta go already. The manifestation time. So whenever you see 1111, people say, make a wish, because it is the manifestation energy of really feeling that wish, really feeling it. So the 1111 gateway is about manifesting your reality. So I highly suggest creating a dream board during this time. And in the dream board, feel it. Feel the emotions. Feel, if you're putting a car there, feel yourself already scooting around, driving around, buzzing around in that car. If you're, dreaming of a vacation in the Bahamas, feel your toes in the sand. Feel the waves, the spritz of the water spritzing on you while you're sitting there. Feel the sun on your skin. Feel. That's one of the keys to manifestation, is feeling. So, and be patient. It'll come. We just have to have faith that it will, and it will come. So just be patient. Be patient. And that was just so awesome that both of these were 9 and 9, 18, 18. So if 18 means anything to you, I know it does for me. But yeah, and music as well. There's messages in music. One great way to tap into your intuition is to use music. Listen to music. What messages are coming through? Listen to it on a deeper sense than you used to before. Okay, so that is it. I hope everybody enjoyed their reading. If you like your reading, feel free to like, subscribe, comment. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste, everybody.